I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. I can't wait till this quest is done and I can look for another Garibaldi artifact.
Sup, yo? I'm back. I have some semblance of a dinner before me. Just more turkey rolls.
I like to fart in the tub.
And on that awkward note, radio silence.
In position.
The road to Darnassus must be kept safe. Travelers heading from Dolinar to Darnassus have been reporting ruthless attacks by corrupted furbogs from the Gnarlpine tribe. Important news and commerce travels to and from Darnassus, by way of this road daily. We cannot afford to have a rogue band of heathens terrorizing people. Take up arms in the name of the sacred forest, adventurer. Their den lies somewhere below this vantage point. Slay 6 of these gnarlpine ambushers and report back to me. Are you heading to the south, to Lake Al-Ameth? If so, then I have a task I might ask of you. My colleague Denelin has a camp along the eastern end of the lake where he is studying and experimenting on the plant life of Teldrassil. He requested a package of rare earths from Darnassus, and it was late, only recently arriving here in Dolinar. Can you take the package to him?
Don't touch Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you, a day never goes by that I don't wish I had a fledgling adventurer to perform my bidding. You see, hero, I can make you very happy and provide you with things you never dreamed of having. But in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain reagents. Fetch for me nightsaber fangs, strigid owl feathers, and swatches of webwood spider silk. Let's keep this our little secret.
Greetings, young adventurer. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dolinar, but I still have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Can you deliver this package for me? It must be sent to Innkeeper Keldemir at the Dolinar Inn. It lies along the road to the south. The beauty of Shadowglen never ceases to delight my senses. Greetings, adventurer. I am Conservator Ilthalain. My purpose in Shadowglen is to ensure that the balance of nature is maintained. The spring rains were particularly heavy this year, causing some of the forest's beasts to flourish, while others suffered. Unfortunately, the nightsaber and thistleboar populations grew too large. Shadowglen can only produce so much food for the beasts. Journey forth, young adventurer, and thin the boar and saber populations so that nature's harmony will be preserved. Thank goodness you are here, adventurer. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious woodland protector, Tarindrella, has returned to Shadowglen. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forests of Kalimdor in years. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarindrella and see what business she tends to in our grove. One of the sentinels reported seeing her to the southwest of Aldrassil.
A friend of mine named Ivrin usually visits me at the same time every day. The strange thing is that he hasn't been by today at all. He's several hours late, in fact. I admit I am a little worried, adventurer. Ivrin spends a lot of time over by the cave to the north, and I'm sure you know how dangerous it is there. Spiders everywhere. If you happen to be going that way, though, will you keep an eye out for him?
Greeting. You performed your duties well, adventurer. Thinning the younger population of creatures here in Shadow Glen was a good start, adventurer. But there is still work to be done. The resources of the forest will be depleted too quickly if the problem is not addressed. Killing nature's beasts is a necessary evil for the good of all who share the land. Venture into the forest and slay mangy nightsabers and thistlebores in the name of balance. I came to Shadow Glen to observe the webwood spiders that dwell in the Shadow Thread Cave. They are cousin to a much smaller variety of spider. I believe the World Tree has had a profound effect on them, and I would like specimens to study to confirm this. First, I would like some of their venom. Gather webwood venom sacs from the spiders in and around the Shadow Thread Cave to the north. I can then examine them for similarities with their smaller cousin's venom.
I see you found me, young adventurer. Melithar is a wise druid to have sent you. Vicious little Grell. They've been stealing from our food stores again. If you wouldn't mind lending a hand, whatever they've stolen is sure to be scattered through Grell camps to the west. I would be glad to reward you if you can bring it all back to me.
I'm so glad you found me, adventurer. How did you know I was here? I was bitten very badly by a spider named Githias the Vile while exploring the spider cave very close to here. I am sure I have been seriously poisoned. You must help me. Please tell Dirania Silvershine. She will be able to help me. Hurry. I'm so dizzy. Thank you, adventurer. When I return to Darnassus, I will compare the venom within these sacs with the venom of other spiders. It is my belief that it will have properties linked to the recent growth of our New World tree. Now that I have the spider's venom, I'd like some live specimens to study. Unfortunately, capturing a living giant spider is more than I can ask of you, young adventurer, and a giant spider is more than I could handle myself. But if you can find an unhatched egg, then delivering specimens will be much easier, and I can then arrange for the unhatched spiders to be contained. There must be a nest deep in the Shadow Thread Cave. Please, search for an egg in the nest and return it to me. You have proven your dedication to nature well, adventurer. A young adventurer like yourself has a promising future.
Oh dear, I was wondering why I hadn't seen Iveron yet today, and I've always warned him about those spiders. We may be able to help Ivern, as I know of an antidote that should help with the poison. It requires some ingredients, though, before I can make it. I'll need hyacinth mushrooms. You can find these growing under trees, or you may collect them from the Grell south of here. They seem to have taken a liking to them. I'll also need moonpetal lilies, which only grow around watery pools. The last ingredient may prove the most difficult. From the very spiders that poisoned Ivern, collect webwood ichor.
Hello. Ah, very good. I will have this egg and the venom transported to Darnassus, then return there when my studies are done here. I expect to find out a great deal from these specimens, adventurer. You have been... Adventurer, is it? I heard that Teneron has been asking for you. You'll find him in the highest room atop Aldrassil. We may live long lives, but it's best you not keep him waiting too long.
What is Satisfy my suspicions. Bring to me 8 fell moss. Your service to the creatures of Shadowglen is worthy of reward. You confirmed my fears, however. If the Grells have become tainted by the fell moss, one can only imagine what has become of the Gnarlpine tribe of Furbolgs who once lived here. Should you find yourself in Dolinar, able adventurer, seek out the knowledgeable druid, Athridus Bearmantle. He shares our concern for the well-being of the forest.
Ah, adventurer. I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task that I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out to seek your destiny, adventurer. But before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forests, there is much you must learn about our recent history. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hyjal. Nordrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was, its power used to defeat Archimonde and drive back the Burning Legion. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell north of Aldrassil and return me a phial of its water.
Thank Elune that you have gathered these ingredients so quickly. In just a moment, I will have the antidote prepared. The antidote is ready, adventurer. Please see that Ivran drinks it. There is something that you should know. The antidote. It will only remain viable for 5 minutes. You must get it to him in time. Speed be with you, adventurer. So you have heard the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Hyjal. There is much more to be told, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along. Corithris Moonrage will be expecting you. I have poured the phial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Corithris. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrassil, out of Shadowglen, and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west.
Mind you stay on the road, though, adventurer. There are dangerous beasts in the forests of late. What is this, adventurer? Oh, I knew Durania would be able to help me. I'm always getting into trouble, and Durania, well, she always manages to help me out of it. I'm feeling much better, but I think I will sit here for a while longer, until I feel completely better. Well, that, and I was hoping you'd clear a path for me through those vicious webwood spiders.
Have you been a busy little bee, adventurer? I've been waiting for you to bring me what I need. Well done indeed! Who would have ever guessed that I, Zen Foulhoof, would have an adventurer to do my bidding? Certainly not me, but so it goes. This beloved world of ours is full of surprises. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible!
The Council of the Forest has news that you aided Zen Foulhoof. The satyr is an enemy of the forest. As a person, you should know better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the Council if you wish to remain a friend of Teldrassil. Teach Foulhoof a lesson and you shall be redeemed. Fell cones are corrupted seeds that fall from the trees. They billow with green smoke. Give some to Foulhoof. He'll think you have brought him a harmless snack.
A troubling breeze blows through the forest. Gyrolus Talvathrin serves as great warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Ban Ethel Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety, so that their pact with Ysera remains fulfilled. But word from Gyrolus is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village and bring back a report from Gyrolus so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely. I was once given an emerald dreamcatcher from Gyrolus Talvethan, the warden of the druids in the Ban Ethel Barrow Den. This powerful amulet is able to siphon energy from the emerald dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I have not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village. Although Starbreeze was once a tranquil place, it has now succumbed to the corruption of the Furbog that reside there. Perhaps you would be willing to recover my dreamcatcher, adventurer. I must warn you, adventurer, this matter must stay between us. The satyr are enough of an embarrassment to us already, and this one is much too close to home. He is called Lord Melanus. He resides in the nearby cave of Fell Rock, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots something most foul. You must find him within his nearby cave just to the north of here, and bring me his head. Ah, yes, the delivery of herbs from Shadowglen. It is a shame Porthanius could not bring it himself, for we have much to discuss, he and I. But I'm glad to get the herbs nonetheless, and I'm glad you came. While you are here, please, rest yourself. Heroes must keep their strength and spirits high, and must find rest and solace whenever they may. For to neglect one's peace of body and mind is a sure path to failure. So, rest. Ah, I see. You were sent by Teneron. Well then, it would seem we have much to talk about, much to do, and little time to do it in. I think we'd best get started. First, let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the moonwells of Teldrassil, and their moonwell must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted phials, you can collect the water of the moonwells. Take this vessel to the moonwell outside of Starbreeze Village to the east, and fill it with some of its waters. Then return to me. When you have completed your task, I shall continue the story where Teneron left off. Long ago, the Night Elves were called the Kaldore, a name that means children of the stars. Learning of the past is an important step in your path as an adventurer. So listen well to what I have to tell you. The Kaldore have always taken much pride in their harmonious relationship with nature. This means that we only take from nature what is necessary, and that we return in kind. This balance has afforded us much, adventurer. Go out and collect 7 small spider legs, no more than that, and return to me. Always remember what I have shown you today, adventurer. You are part of the balance that the Night Elves strive to keep intact, even during troublesome times.
Your body looks worn and your spirit weary. Rest yourself beneath our roof and allow Elune to guide your dreams. Hello, hero. If you'd like to learn a thing or two about cooking, please visit me at any time.
What do you have for me, hero? A lovely snack, I presume. Ah, what a sweet individual! I knew you would come in handy.
Ah, it's here. I have waited for this rare earth for quite some time. I hope it's still fresh. Thank you for bringing it to me, adventurer. You are a traveler who is generous with her time.
Elune be with you.
The Timberlings of Teldrassil are elementals of nature. In some ways, they reflect the natural order of plants and animals on our great tree, so it is disturbing to see how angry the Timberlings have become. I believe it has something to do with the soil. I've been working on different methods of nurturing plants and would like to try them on Timberling seeds. Please, can you gather seeds from Timberlings around Lake Alameth and bring them to me? Small Timberlings are sprouting around the waters of Lake Alameth. I'm afraid these sprouts are beyond help. We should try to clear them from the land before they grow large enough to cause trouble. When you're wandering the lake, if you see any Timberling sprouts, please take them. Help keep our land clean. After the Battle of Mount Hyjal, we were without direction. Nordrassil smoked from the fire it unleashed, and our immortality, the very essence of our beings, was lost. It was in this trying time that the betrayer was freed from his prison, and Shando's storm rage disappeared. A dark time for all. There is another moonwell southeast of the entrance to Darnassus on the shores of the pools of Arlithrian. The Sentinels are having problems patrolling the area because of attacks and the growing ill-temperedness of the Gnarlpeen furbogs. Be wary as you seek out the well and keep your weapons close at hand.
Prepare to be moonstruck. Do you ever feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny, like you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
To maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Rutheran Village and Darkshore.
Sometimes I have trouble controlling the volume of my voice!
My goods are of the highest quality. Del Nadris.
Looking for something specific?
Where would you like to fly to?
Farewell. Why does everyone automatically assume I know tailoring and cooking? Me and my girlfriends exchange clothes all the time. We're all the same size. Do you ever feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny, like you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
Good day to you.
Adventurer, there's a new threat in Elwyn Forest. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwyn, scaring away fish and attacking gentlefolk. I warned Marshal Dugan, but he's more worried about the gnolls and the bandits. He's not convinced that the Murlocs are a danger. Please, adventurer, speak to Dugan and persuade him to send more troops to the east.
Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the east have been sketchy at best. Your concerns are noted, but unless I receive a military report of a Murloc threat, we can't afford to send more troops east.
If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report.
I lost my necklace and think that gutter snipe Billy McClure took it. He's usually scuttling like a rat around the McClure vineyards east of here. Get my necklace back for me and you'll warm an old widow's heart. The Brackwells have a prize-winning pig, Princess. The sow is huge, and she got that way from sneaking over here and eating my veggies. So before she comes to our fields, Princess must die. Bring me her collar as proof of the deed, and I'll give you something for your time. Princess is usually over at the Brackwell pumpkin patch, to the east and beyond the McClure farm. Get her before she gets hungry and comes back here.
You lost a what? Well, I didn't take no necklace because I ain't no thief. I might know who did, but
Grin.
I am too hungry to remember. Maybe if I got a pie, I could tell you who has that necklace. And you know, I think that old Bernice lady at that other farm makes great pork belly pies. Maybe if you gave her some tender boar meat from the boars that hang around our farms, and told her what it was for, she'd bake up a pie for you.
Oh, I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome face. Please take this letter and give it to Tommy Joe. He's usually at the river to the west of the Stonefield farm, which is due west of here.
Hey there. I can't stand us being apart. I have to see her. Please, adventurer, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybelle, she can. She's inside our house east of here.
Good, though this wild boar meat is tough. Simmer it enough and it sure does make for some tasty pie. Here you go, and when you give this pie to that Billy, you tell him I hope he chokes on it. While our families are feuding, Tommy Joe and Maybelle don't have much of a future, but maybe we can get them together for just a little while. What can we do? I bet William Pessel has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Here, take this note to William. He's staying at the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
Ugh, I am starving. Do you have that pie for me? Yum. This pie is the best. I think my memory is coming back to me. I was playing near the Fargo Deep Mine, and I think I dropped... I saw the old lady's necklace. Don't ask me how it got there, ... It wasn't me. Well, anyway, I saw this big gold-toothed kobold pick up the necklace and run back to his den above the mine. Go find that kobold and you'll find the necklace, I swear.
How are you? My heart goes out to those two poor souls, Maybelle and Tommy Joe. I remember being young and in love once. There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think. I can make an invisibility liquor for Maybelle so she can slip away from the McClure vineyards and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes Murlocs collect it. See if the Murlocs near Crystal Lake have any. Crystal Lake is just east of Goldshire.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Need help? I don't get too many Skinners in here looking for training, but I guess I could teach you something if you're ready.
Why does everyone automatically assume I know tailoring and cooking?
You want to be trained in the use of a weapon, do you? Well, don't stand there slack-jawed. Speak up, lassie.
Well, hi there. Are you here to learn the proper technique of a new weapon?
What? By Magni's beard! You sure did a lot of hunting! Thank you, adventurer! Read old Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunol village, west of Karanos. And one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm on the cold road. And the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetsteam's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot. What? I hope the light is with you, adventurer. Is there anything I can do for you today? Time's come for you to head to Stormwind, adventurer. High Priestess Lorena in the Cathedral of Light wants to speak to you. Gotta be something really good or really bad for the High Priestess to want you there personally. But I'm guessing you've only done well for yourself, and it's a good thing that she wants to speak to you. But don't waste too much time around here. I'd head there as soon as you can. Hegnar Rumbleshot at your service! Great, more ammo! Old Loslaw's shipment finally came through! The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, late's better than never. Thank you much, adventurer. I already have buyers eager for this stuff. I'm behind on my report and could use your help, adventurer. I just managed to find where the trolls are holed up, but I saw so many trolls, I was afraid to go in. Here's what I need. Go down to the cave, poke around inside, kill a few of the trolls, then come back here. Take the road north out of Karanos. When you get to the bridge, follow the frozen river west until you reach Iceflow Lake. You'll find Brunel village on the west bank. The hold is southwest of the village.
Upon further analysis of the Gnomerigan situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to turn most of the Gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Recombobulator. The machine is almost complete, but we are in dire need of some restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears. Retrieve some from the leper gnomes out front of Gnomerigan for us.
Yes, these mains will work great. You show a lot of grit, adventurer. I wager we'll see great things from you. I had a month's worth of dried meat salted and locked away for the cold season. Kept it locked so the bears wouldn't get it. But while I was off hunting deer, that beast, Old Icebeard, made off with the meat locker. He won't be able to smash through that thorium, though. But I'll starve if I can't get my meats back. You seem a bit more stealthy than me. Perhaps you can retrieve my stash. I'll never make it in and out of that cave fast enough with this bum leg of mine.
I can't wait till this quest is done and I can look for another Garibaldi artifact.
What a kind soul you are, adventurer. Thanks to your bravery, I won't find myself starving when the cold season flurries blow in.
Were you able to get into my meat locker? Talk to me.
Bellow Fizz needs some of my Evershine. Alright. I have a cask of Evershine handy, but... Can you do me a favour? Brunel Village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste. And I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from Frostmane seers, or swipe it from the troll's shimmerweed baskets.
I have to admit, those Thunder Brews make some good drinks. But they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of barley brew scalder. Sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew distillery in Caranos and switch it with one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
Be good.
For me, you're a true hero, adventurer.
There is all this booze down here, but I have strict orders not to touch it. If only I could get a taste of some of our thunder ale. That would sharpen my wits, no lying.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy-peaked griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not.
Me and my girlfriends exchange clothes all the time. We're all the same size. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. I like to fart in the tub.
The hippogriff is a noble beast, proud and swift. They are an honor to train and can quickly take their rider a great distance.
Thank the forest spirits you are here. I knew Athredas would sense trouble and send help. The Gnarlpine tribe has been corrupted. The once peaceful furbogs have turned against the protectors of the forest. They ambushed me as I left for the Banithil Barrow Den and proceeded to pillage Starbreeze village. Ursal, the Mauler, their chieftain, is using the evil powers of the Fell Moss to drive them mad. I'm too wounded to return to Athridas to bring him this grave news. The task is left to you, young adventurer. We can only hope that the deranged Gnarlpines have not made it to Banithil yet.
Greetings.
You got them. This is good. I will plant these seeds in special soil I have prepared. I believe the seeds will sprout into timberlings who are much more docile. Perhaps later you can see the results. Adventurer, can you take one of the seeds you brought me to my friend Relian Greenspire? He is a druid in Darnassus, and when last we spoke, he revealed his interest in my work with the timberlings. He had some ideas himself, and he will appreciate a specimen seed to work with. Thank you, adventurer. You have been a great help to me. I hope that someday you will see the fruit of my labors. You will usually find Relian walking the pathways of the Cenarian Enclave in Darnassus. That's a lot. I'm afraid they're spreading at a dangerous rate. I hope I can solve the riddle of what is tainting them. Thank you for your help, adventurer. The land is a cleaner place from your efforts. By the stars, this is quite disturbing indeed. Gnarled pine invaders were seen ravaging the Banethil Barrow Den to the west. The slumbering druids will be trapped in the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate, unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the relics of wakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the Ravenclaw Talisman, Blackfeather Quill, Sapphire of Sky, and Rune of Nesting. The druids store them in sacred chests. Return them to me, and I will prepare the awakening ritual. My Emerald Dreamcatcher is of great importance to me. It is a gift only given to few. Thank you for returning it, adventurer. The Emerald! It is missing! My Dreamcatcher has been damaged! There is a band of Gnarlpine mystics located to the north of Starbreeze. I have heard reports that their leader, Ferocitas the Dream Eater, has been wearing a necklace that glows green in the night. Now, seeing my Dreamcatcher, I am sure that he has stolen my emerald. He would never realize that its power is useless to him. Find this missing jewel, adventurer, and while you're there, clear out some of the corrupted mystics as well.
sometimes I have trouble controlling the volume of my voice!
I am honored. With Lord Melena's laid to rest, I can finally move on to other matters. Thank you, adventurer.
Okay. We're getting close. So how about we spin? She's still in the running, of course. Shuffle 2 times. Go. And it's back to the hunter. What the fuck? I do not understand. I do not understand why Wheel of Names loves this character so much. It's gotta be illegal. It's gotta be illegal. Well, eventually she'll be cut off at level 20, so not a terrible thing. Still, though, I only got to shoot stuff with magic once. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn this in at Darnassus, then hearth back to Goldshire and chill. Then tomorrow I gotta do some IRL shit. Well, school shit. Which is pretty much IRL. Before I do another of these streams. She can't keep getting away with it. By she, I mean the dwarf. Shit's weird, man. Shit is super weird. Actually, you know what? I might just do Jasper Load Mine. Or Fargo Deep Mine. Sorry, I'm not entirely cognizant. Yeah, I'll go through Fargo Deep and then stop then, because this character needs more of a boost. And we're not completely done with 2 hours. So we have a little time to get into something before the timer reaches that point. So yeah, we're good.
A timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denelin with his studies.
Figure that out later.
I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has grown in many of the timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denelin is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future timberlings. He may be their only hope. There is a malevolence growing in the timberlings. We are trying to find the source, but until we do, ... in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake in northern Teldrassil are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the timberlings you find there and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned.
Okay. Time for candles, gold dust, scouting, and a necklace. And then we head back to Stormwind, where I turn in Desperate Prayer. Because why not? We're not completely done with the level 7s, though. After that, we still gotta do Crystal Kelp, but that has to wait until her next stream. So there's that. Level 5s are now gray. Can't help but think that the gray level changes slightly. And I'd be right, but I don't exactly know how. I think I need a more accurate formula in my routing. The yawns. The yawns return with a vengeance. A vengeance seldom seen in many an age. But that's okay, because the stream will be coming to an end sooner rather than later. Dumpa-dumpa-dumpa-doo, dumpa-dumpa-dumpa-dee. Whooping the ass. Taking the names. Yeah. Priest is pretty easy if you're not stupid. Which I have been stupid in the past, so we're dealing with that. Gets a little iffy, to say the least. And that guy might be having a problem. I don't really care, though. Wow, that's a lot of potions. You doing okay, buddy? Whee! Jolly cooperation. Yeah, they got this covered. I take all candle. Piece of shit. Oh, come on. Dang it! Let me hit you with the fucking power. There you go. Whee! Jolly cooperation. Copper! Copper? Copper! Okay. I'll let you take it then. Because you are a class that should actually be putting it to use. I am not. Well, that's not entirely true. Whoa. You pulled a lot. Let me help you. Oh my god. Whatever. She's fine. She's free. I'm out here trying to save lives and they don't want to be saved. How dare they? I'm watching a lot of retro game retrospectives lately. Because why the fuck not? Yeah, that's right. Get back in there, elf. Don't emerge until you got all the gold dust. I'm such a dick. Careful out there. Don't want to die. How am I so high level? I do every goddamned quest. Every goddamned where. And before they turn gray if I can help it. It's a lot of travel. A lot of neurotic routing. But hey, I like it. Shwee! Shwee! Go. Okay, done. Yay! Woo! Job's done. Alright, turn all this in, go to Stormwind, turn that in. And GG's for today.
Oh, you found it. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Here, take this. It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Asterisk sniff asterisk. Blurp. More rocks. More rocks need smashing.
Thanks for the dust, adventurer. Here's your cash, and here is a token from associates of mine. You might find it useful.
That goes away. That goes away. Get out of here.
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah,
What are you looking
that
for?
too goes away.
For the
Very
Alliance.
nice.
Need help?
This is bad news. What's next, dragons? We'll have to increase our
Good
patrols
enough.
near that mine. Thanks for your efforts, adventurer. And hold a moment. I might have another task for you.
Candelinos.
Thanks to you, we know the Fargo Deep Mine is infested with kobolds. Now we need a scout to investigate the more distant Jasper
And a
Lode
shipment.
mine. Explore Jasper Lode and confirm any kobold presence.
Already done that.
To reach the mine, travel east along
Already
the road
did
until you reach
those.
the Tower of Azor.
Don't need
From the
those.
tower,
Fuck
head north
off.
And you'll find the mine in the foothills. You were busy hunting kobolds, were you? Thanks for the candles, adventurer, and here's your reward. My brother Morgan is waiting in Stormwind for my shipment of candles. I don't have enough time to make the trip myself, but if you'd like to take him the shipment, he'll pay you well. I've packed up the candles, and you can find Morgan in our shop, Pessel's Apothecary, in the Stormwind Trade District.
So, shipment and collecting kelp. We'll do collecting kelp before we go back to Numbara. Probably.
Hello. Here is your payment. And while you're here, take a look around. I'm sure we have a potion or...
Oh man, that oil of Olaf is pretty
travel.
jazz. And I like jazz.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
I never needed no candle. Or rockets. Or marbles, but hey, the strat is to keep the marbles. Strat is also to get the rockets, but fuck the rockets.
Welcome to the Bank of Stormwind. We offer financial accounts and safety deposit boxes for valuable items. Do you already have an account with us, ma'am?
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're into that kind of thing. And as always, more to come later. Later. Bye-bye.
Why does everyone automatically assume I know tailoring and cooking? I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
Well, I trust the light is with you, adventurer. Is there something that can I help you with? I'm glad you've arrived, adventurer. There are many things we will have to discuss, but more importantly is your training in the ways of the light. There are lessons all servants of the light must learn. If you are ready, we'll begin discussing some of those now.
I can't wait till this quest is done and I can look for another Garibaldi artifact.